Hey WB, you get what you freaking deserve. What's going on, everybody? Hit that subscribe and let's get into it. All right, so today we got a few things we really need to talk about. And as always, first things first, let's look at these shitty stocks from WB. So, WB, if you're watching, peep game because these are the facts that are coming at you. All right, so today in the morning at 8 a.m., the stocks were at 10.59. Throughout the day at 1:17 p.m., it went even lower to 10.29, and today it ended at 10.37. The stocks are doing terrible, and nothing, I repeat, nothing at WB in general, besides DC, nothing is working. It's completely a mess, and it continues to get worse. Let's take a look at this leaked image that's from Arkham Knight. Apparently, this is supposed to be a concept art that was supposed to be for the game, but it never made it. And apparently, again, this is the internet and things are resurfacing and coming out of the blue. Like I said, things don't just happen for the hell of it. It's because people are tired and they're leaking things. Look at this. This would have been cool if we would have had it in the actual game of Arkham Knight. But it didn't make it to the final cut and we never got it in the game. Apparently, this was supposed to be for Tim Drake. But again, this is just things that are just popping up. But when you see it, this is still cool to analyze, and it's a shame that it never made it into the actual game. So WB is going to be at CinemaCon, and they're going to have a panel, and it's scheduled for April 1st. Wow, what a day on April Fools, right? Well, that's what it is. From 4:30 to 6:30 Pacific time. Now, apparently, this was reported by the THR DC Studios plans on making a splash at CinemaCon. Well, you better make noise because right now nothing is working for y'all. And this right here better impress everybody, but honestly, I know it's not. Now, here's something interesting. Superman is reportedly crucial to WB, and there's genuine fear about the studio's fate. Yeah, you're not telling us anything new. David Zaslav bet big that they can show the world that the DCIP can have real value. They have a tremendous amount riding on it. We've been saying for a while, if you restored the Snyderverse, you would see profit and you wouldn't be in the red. But since you refuse to give the fans what they want, nobody's supporting and nobody's buying this new DCU. Therefore, wallets closed because we, the fans, know what we want, and we, the fans and the consumers, we will stop at nothing. Like I've been telling y'all for a while, Superman is going to either make or break this company. And WB knows, and they're nervous because we heard reports before they even started filming that they were nervous, meaning the studio, with the poor leadership of James Gunn. And we've already seen what James Gunn can do. That's nothing because nothing that he's been doing here at DC is impressing. Nothing. Everything is completely a mess and it continues to get sloppier every time more and more. And the facts and the solid numbers don't lie. Everything started with the Suicide Squad because that's a DC property. This is not Marvel, and the Marvel formula is not working, nor will it work for Superman. Now, there's a rumor going around that apparently WB wants to make Peter Safran CEO of DC Studios. This right here smells very funky, and at the same time, I smell that everything is very suspicious right now. Because look, if you look at it, all right, let's analyze this. Remember before James Gunn came on board, I told y'all that James Gunn is the Trojan horse. And we know that James Gunn for a while has been hinting and saying that he would love to do a crossover with the MCU. So the DCU versus the MCU. Again, you can see how Disney has sent James Gunn to come and fully destroy WB with their DC brand. Because, of course, we know that Disney wants to have their hand inside of that IP one way, shape, or form. Now, let's put this together. If Peter Safran becomes the CEO of DC Studios, and then James Gunn goes crawling back to Marvel slash Disney, don't you think if you put it together, Peter Safran plus James Gunn equals DCU versus MCU? The crossover that James Gunn has been talking and been trying to probably sneak under our noses. And of course, this is just another Disney silent takeover. That's why I tell y'all, keep those wallets closed. That's the only way that we will win together. Because when we do not support these movies and we do not go and watch them like we've been doing for the past 2 years and a half, everything continues to sink and everything will continue to flop. And Superman is not going to be an exception. Superman will be the next biggest flop for WB with their DC brand. And when you see all these things happening, how everything is just crumbling right before the studio, it's just telling you, hey, you really seriously need to restore the Snyderverse. But since they refuse to do that, what's going to be the outcome of this? Flop after flop with another flop. Everything will continue to tank. And let's not forget, with the game of Suicide Squad, K, the Justice League, we know how bad that game was and how it ended. It tanked bad in 2024. And it tells you that even their gaming division is not working, their movie division is not working. Everything continues to sink and fall. And as we can see right here, we have the actor that played the voice of Joker in that game doing other projects. And it just shows you that this right here screams desperation on the studio and everything that they're trying to do. They have no foundation. The DCU is DOA. It's done before it even starts. To all the James Gunn fans, accept it that Big L is coming your way. And it arrives this summer when you see how ticket sales don't sell, merchandise won't move, and everything is going to be straight to clearance and overstocked, probably at Ross, because that's what's going to come. Whenever you see all these things, just know that things continue to get worse for this studio. Now let's look at something positive. Check this out. McFarlane Toys is doing Alfred with Jeremy Irons from Batman vs. Superman. What does that tell you? That everything with Zack Snyder sells, because you know this is going to sell. And apparently there's a rumor and there's also a listing on Amazon that this will be coming with the Justice League from the movie of Ben Affleck's Batmobile. So that right there is a huge win for McFarlane, for us the fans, and of course for UWB, because again, you know that we're going to spend the money. But at the same time, you already know the deal. Give us what we want and we will continue to give you money. But until you don't do that, we the fans will refuse, and most of all, we will continue to keep our wallets closed. There's no stopping us, because again, we will stop at nothing. Hit that subscribe, drop your comments, and until next time.